here we go again. Let's see. All right, yeah, we're gonna keep going. So, yeah, I think what I've got here is kind of, you know, not good. Just plain not good. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so let's see what we think here. So I was messing with it some more. Let's see what I changed here. Okay, so we don't want to add these TTF. So these will need to go in the S3 bucket, but they do not need to be in my GitHub repo. So I'm going to just do that. Okay, so I formatted the HTML file. Oh, let's format that again. Okay, so we just formatted that one. How about the style? Okay, and the script. Okay, so we formatted. So, unfortunately, formatting, it makes it look like everything has been changed, but whatever. So, sure, let's commit. And let's just keep everything formatted from here on out so we don't have that same problem, right? Like, always format before committing. Which I didn't do on the first two commits, but we can do it now. Anyway, so let's say, add to Google. Okay, so that seems fine. Let's see what they actually look like, though, because, like, I'm not even sure they're good at, like... It dresses it up a little bit so they're not just plain Jane fonts. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Like, maybe here, like... This actually looks a little wide. Like, maybe this should actually be the other font. Let's see. Like, the form... I don't actually like either of them. Well, you know, the form itself just doesn't really look good at all. Yeah, I was supposed to brainstorm, like, what is the next thing that's supposed to happen, and I don't even know. It all looks horrible. It all looks horrible. Um... Okay, let's see here. Okay, so what might make this form look better? Right? Let me think. One piece at a time. Okay, so this thing is far wider than necessary. So we could change that. Maybe give it a little padding. Would padding make a difference? Yeah, that's kind of positive. I'm flickering like crazy over there. I should get a different lamp. Sure. That's okay. And then if I put my name in here, I think I'm okay with that. I think I want a little bit of padding inside each input as well. not just this one, all the inputs. Okay, so that's a lot, but let's try... Yeah, right about there. Okay. Yeah, that seems fine. That seems fine. You know, I don't have a submit for the form. What time did I start earlier? Let me look at my Discord. I first started today at 2:20. All right. I'm not gonna try and go super late, but I'm gonna try and get more done. So all of this is inside the form, right? So we can just do form display none. All right. These images, ugh, not doing it for me very well. And when we go for a narrower view, that actually doesn't seem horrible. Okay, how about this button here? I certainly don't think it... I certainly do not think we want it to look like that. Okay, so for a button... Can we go with maybe a mostly just a light bluish color and make it mostly transparent? $191. So what if I go just a little purpler? Maybe like 221. A little less saturated, maybe like 71. Just spitballing. And lighter, let's go like maybe 62. Okay. Why is it using, what font is it using? Liberation Sans. I think the button font should not be that. So the font family, where's that being done? Font. Font family is blanked out here. User agent style sheet. All right. I feel like the font family should probably be the same as for the body, I want to say. Ah, I do like that better, actually. Okay. Messed it up. Oh. No, that doesn't work. So we've got to make it much darker, I think. Oops. Okay, and border radius. Border radius. Ah. Yeah. That looks better to me. Okay. I'm alright with that, I think. So how much have we got here so far? So I put some padding on the input, did something with the field set. I was going to do something with the form, but the form definitely needs something to be done with it. So, yeah, I think this white on here, I don't like the way that looks very much. So I want it to be close to white, but let me just make it a little bit darker. So I'm going to go kind of the opposite direction that I did from here. So I want to go actually greener, I think. So maybe 180. I don't want any transparency. And then we want to go very light. And probably less saturated. Right? That's probably a bit much. Honestly, yeah, I feel like that seems a lot less stark. This should also be true of the select. There we go. Now, they're mashed up together, so maybe just a little margin would be okay. All right. And then, what else do we want to do with that? Probably, let's say, probably mess with the border again. So, border, solid, 3px, HSL, 185 degree, 41%, 92%. So that makes it the same. And then if we just bring this down... Ooh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Let's not do that. Ah, that's a little bit more okay. Cool. And then let's also do this font family. Ah, you know what? I think that's a little bit better. Sure. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, okay. All right, I think I'll commit those changes. Let me just scooch this over here. Oops. Okay, so let's do the style file. Okay, so we want to do something with field set. Don't have it yet. Field set. We're going to put width, fit content. We're going to put padding, 1M. Sure. Okay. Don't have input either. We have select. Okay, so we'll do that. Input, select. Font family. Hepta slab. Serif. Padding, 0.2 EM. Background color. HSL, 185 degree. 41%. 92%. Margin, 0.1 EM. Border radius, 0.3 EM. Border, solid 3px, HSL, 200 degrees. No, so now at this point we've got to be careful because I've been kind of dialing in like different colors all over the place. And so now I'm pretty much getting to the point where I should be wanting to like define the actual colors that I'm going to be using everywhere. So maybe that'll be the next step. But let's take a look. Okay, so and then for the button. So I've got something for the button language toggle, but that's just for its position. So we want just something for buttons in general. Yeah. Okay, font family. Hepta slab. Serif. Padding, 0.2 M. Background color, HSL 185 degree. 41, no. I'm looking in the wrong place. 221 degree. 71%. 62%. 0.5. Okay. Font family. Hepta slab. There. Oh, gosh, I already did that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the padding on the button is supposed to be 0.3. Border radius, 0.3 M. Border, solid, 3px. 71%, 32%, 0.8. All right. So that covered all those things, I guess. So now let's hop back over here. Well, you know, that's actually better. All right, I'm gonna wait. Oh, I don't have anything running here. All right, give me maybe, probably not 5 minutes, but maybe up to 5 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, here's the next thing. I'm thinking back to some of what my concepts were for the site when I first thought about it. I think it'll look better with no scrolling. I think the scrolling, like, I don't know, something about it doesn't sit super right with me. Right? Like, this is actually a lot of scrolling. So I feel like we can probably do this without any scrolling, right? What I would prefer to do instead of having scrolling is just to have a next page button and the whole thing would just swing over, basically. So let's take a look at what I think that's going to look like. So if we do it with no scrolling, it means everything is going to be basically position fixed. And I feel like what we want to do is ideally we would have like a series of pages. I just don't know, like, I don't really know what the business is. I don't know what content would go on the various pages. So what we've got right now looks like basically 2 pages. Maybe. Okay, so I think I've got an idea. So it looks to me like technically this other image, I guess, might be part of the form. All right. So we're gonna put a transition. All right. One thing at a time, I think. So we need to come in here. Okay, so here's the main. Position fixed. See, this is where it gets a little crazy because we're like, okay, we're gonna do no scrolling. It's gonna be no scrolling. It's gonna be position fixed. All right. And I guess the left is gonna be pretty much 0. Let me see, what's this look like? The left is gonna be, I guess, pretty much 2 rem. On screen, I guess. Left 2 rem. Okay. And so main is going to start off on screen. Okay. And then the top, where's the top going to be? So this section, we can see that it's got a size of 81, 438 plus 32 each way, right? Do we think that's going to be, like, consistently what it's supposed to be? I mean, I guess. For now, I mean, I think I'm making that the assumption. So 64 and 81, I gotta... 145. Okay, so then the form will also have top 145. Where's my form? Okay. But the form is going to start off to the right. Right, so that's here. Okay. So when we do off right, now the left is going to be 120 VW. So it's off to the right. See? And then there's also going to be off left, where the left is now minus 120 VW. Wait. Let's see. So we move it off that way. Yeah, I think that's probably right. Okay, so then they're going to have a transition. And then let me see here. So when we do transition, how does that look? Transition. Let me look this one up again. Remind myself. MDN CSS transition. So we just do left 1 second. I think that's all we need. Let's see what it says. Transition left 1s. Okay, so then we're going to need a button for the next page. So this is going to be in our... Well, actually, hold on. Next page. And in Spanish, do we want to say, like... What is this jam? Oh. Let's see. I think it's more like this, is it? Yeah. Okay, let's see what Google Translate thinks. Oh, siguiente. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. So then these guys... We're going to have to change the... Okay, let's do the style first. So this is button next page. And that's bottom 1 EM, I think. And yeah, right 1 EM. Previous page. Okay. But this previous page, by default, is going to be display none. So I'm going to put that on there as an inactive class. Okay, so over here, we'll put, this one is inactive, right? Because we start off on the first page. Okay, sure, I guess it's fine. Let's do that. Okay, so then in here, we are going to need to add those buttons. So then this is going to be next page. Document query selector. Button next page. Sure. Whoops. All right. And then in here, we're going to say next page. Previous. All right. Next page. Yeah. Okay, that seems all right, I guess. And then that will be fine. Okay, so now we need to put event listener on the next page and previous page. So over in here, I think that these things, they need like page numbers. And we probably need to track the page number here. Let's put this down in a separate area. Okay, so page number equals 1. Then we'll say pages equals class contains page number. Okay, so over here, we'll do that. I actually will just make it 0, actually. And this is going to be form. Okay, so it doesn't seem well thought out yet, but maybe we'll get there. All right, so then let's start this out at 0 then. So I guess I'll check to make sure that we're not going off page. So we'll say if page number. So if we're on page number 0, if page number is less than page's length, right? So if we're on page number 0 and there is one page in there, then we can't go any further. So I guess you know what? I am going to make it 1 because 1 is what I wanted at first anyway. Okay. If page number is less than page's dot length, then we can increment the page number. So we'll go page number plus plus. So then the pages, so we'll go pages for each. With its, see, but then if I do that again, it still should be 0. Ah. Undecided. Okay, so I'll just put a subtract 1 there, and I'll make this 0. Okay. So we'll say... Oh, wait. I can't use page number again. Let's make this one page number, and let's make this one current page number. Okay. So we'll say if page number is less than current page number, page class list. I'm gonna have to remind myself. So we want to take, so we want to make sure we do not have on the screen or off right. We only want off left, right? Okay, so let me look at how we do the class list. Where is it? Okay, so this thing has a class. So we'll go class list. Okay, so there it is. We can do contains keys. We can do remove. So if I do remove off right, what does it say? Undefined. If I do brief pitch, what does that say? And now if I look at it again, okay, so nothing is there. All right, I think that's fine. So I guess that's the most straightforward way. So we'll remove on screen. And we'll remove, oops, off right. And then we can just add the one that we want, right? Okay. It seems a little goofy, but yeah, this is how I'll do it for now. And maybe another day I'll think of a better way. Else if page number, oops, number equals current page number. All right. Okay, so now it is off right, so we're gonna take off on screen. Is that what we think? I mean, wait a minute. Oh, I've messed something up. Oh, no, that's okay. This just looks weird. Here, let me go out and format. $108. Is that right? Nope. 110. Oh my gosh. Else. There. Okay. So. So we need this same event listener basically for the previous page. Oops. So this is page turn event listener. And we'll pass in page increment. And return this event listener, which is going to be what we did here, right? Yeah. Oh, not quite, not quite. I guess I'll have to pass in a predicate as well if I want to do it this way. Where did we get pages from? Oh, from right here, excuse me. Okay. So here, we will just put predicate. Sure. No, no, it still doesn't work. All right, let's go back. Should have looked before I leaped on that one. All right. So I'm just going to copy paste the whole thing. Maybe I'll think of another way later, but for now, I guess I'll just copy paste the whole thing. Okay. Oh, but wait a minute. This part actually is the same. Okay, I should have just stopped and slowed down or something. This part is actually totally the same. Darn it. Yeah, that was totally gonna work. That was totally about to work, and I don't know why I didn't do it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So we'll pass predicate, page increment. I'll just call it, yeah, sure, page increment. Okay, so this part, again, will just be okay, so that's literally it, I believe. Should be. Okay. Comma expected? No. Okay. Yeah, that should be it. Okay. Ah. Yeah, that might be about it. Okay, so. Okay, so it did slide off. Uh-oh. Oh, I need to fix the buttons. So when we're on the last page, this one needs to be inactive. And when we're on the first page, the other one needs to be inactive. So let's do that part. And I guess that'll be right here. So if current page number equals pages length minus 1, so that means we're on the last page, then we are going to make page elements next page class list add inactive, right? Okay. If current page number equals 0, previous page. Right? Okay. So then if that's not the case, then we need to remove that class. Sure. So obviously it didn't look right before, but one thing at a time, I guess. All right, so we load it. It does not look good, but if we hit this, then it slides off. Oh, wait. Oh, interesting. So, not correct. Okay, so pages dot if the current page number is pages dot length minus 1. So we know we should have 2 pages. If the current page number is 1, then it should become inactive. So let's just put a console.log in here to help us. Oh, wait a minute. Well, here's my problem. I did it before doing the increment. So, yeah, that I guess was pretty obvious. Once I finally saw it. Okay, again. All right, so if I hit this, then that disappears. And oh, and it comes back. Okay, okay. All right, so now let's see what I left out. I clearly left something important out here. All right. So I can see that this has page number 0 and it says on screen. Okay. And this has page number 1 and it says off left. All right. Well, it should be off right, so I think I just messed up some very basic logic. So if the page number is less, then we should make it off left. Well, that seems right. Okay. Let me put something in here to try to help me. Console log page number. All right. So if I hit the, I'm going to just put this right here. If I hit this button, so here's the console log. This came out as 0 and this came out as 1. So yeah, that's all good. And this is on the screen and this is off to the left. So that part is right. So now when I do this, that slides back. So that's right. This one turns to off left instead of off right. So it's page number 1. And it still says the 1. Oh. Logging the current page number would make sense there as well. All right, so we go on screen. Oh, wait. Yeah, these look exactly the same. So I think that's right. But I swapped these two, it looks like. Okay, so it still doesn't look right, but one thing at a time still. All right, so I'm going to hit the button. And there it is. So the page number is 1, and that is what's shown. Okay. So now I'm going to hit this one, and it comes back. Okay. So that's fine. So the issue, I guess, is that when it's off right, it's not moving over to the right. So that would be the next thing. So here's something. The position static. Oh, well, that would do it. That's not here. That's the style. Okay, so something has position static that wasn't supposed to. So I have fixed on main. So I need fixed on the form as well, and then maybe it will work. Yeah, that was supposed to be there. Not here. Okay. Yeah, that's more like what the vision was supposed to be. Alright, so now, of course, the next thing I do notice is that this is too big. It's not fitting on the page. So that's the next thing to fix, I guess. But yeah, the doing the pages, honestly, yeah, this does look a lot better to me. A lot better. I think 1 second is a little long for that slide. Let me make it like 0.6, maybe. Oops. Yeah, that's better. That looks pretty good. It's using the, like, a nice easing timing function and everything. I think that actually looks decent to me. So, now this is obviously, like, overlapping in a place where it shouldn't, so that's not good. Essentially, these buttons, they need their own little space at the bottom where other things aren't going to overlap them. So basically the form, it just needs to be not so big. And obviously, like, if we remove the image, then that would solve that problem. I think we should maybe still have some kind of image there. It's a stupid image, though, so I'm on the fence a little bit. So let's just say... Well, here, let's do this. Let's just get rid of it for now, and we can bring it back if we feel like we need to. Um, okay. Um, got distracted. What was I doing just a second ago? Oh yeah, I got rid of that image. Okay, so here's this, and here's this. So the, oh wait, it looks oh, something janky is actually happening. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. That looks horrible. Oh no. Huh. I actually don't know. Let me think for a sec. I gotta step outside for a sec. Get just 1 minute of fresh air with my shoes on. Be right back. All right. So that was looking goofy there, right? Oh. Okay, so what was it that we were seeing there? It looks horrible. Because over on the right, it keeps, like, they keep shifting around. It shouldn't look like that at all. Okay, so the thing is, like, I think that the width is changing, right? So if I go here, and I look at the width of this form, I can see it here, 582.737, right? So I'm just gonna have to watch. Oh, I didn't see it change. Oh, wait. Huh. Now it looks like quite a different number. What's going on? Okay. Well, yeah, that doesn't seem right at all. Oh. Okay, so let me change in the style. So just for the form itself, I'm just gonna say, can we do just maybe a min width? I don't know. Also, let's change this transition. I want to say 0.6. I do still see it happening. It's a little harder to spot when it's faster. Interesting. So 500's not going to cut it. So technically, I think I want to make it max width instead. And maybe that'll be better. Nope. Wait a minute. I have max width of the form at 500. But the width is... I think I've misunderstood. Okay, so I have this form. Okay, so it says the width is 500. Okay, so if I do this, now it says the width is 243. Is that right? Well, if I just set it to fixed width, I guess that will take care of that particular issue, and maybe that's fine. Maybe fixed is fine. Let's see. Yeah. So now, yeah, that looks much better. I'm actually gonna commit at that point because that's making the page turn work. So, yes, let's add these files. Oh, wait, let's format before we do anything. Okay. So, add the page returning function. Okay. I think I'm gonna hop off, and I think that I'm gonna come back for one more session tonight because it's 7:47 p.m. right now. Um, Goodness gracious. This actually looks better to the point that the way it is right now, it's obviously not, it's obviously a work in progress, but I think what I would say is wow, my camera scooched way, way up. Holy crap. My head was completely outside the frame. Funny. No, yeah, I think that the way it is now, obviously it's not ready. It's a work in progress, but the way it is now, I think I wouldn't be 100% embarrassed to show him that this is what it looks like. Which means I'm gonna give myself another break, probably like 45 minutes this time. And when I come back, I'm just going to host the static site. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Host the static site, so it will be there. And then that's probably as far as I'll get for today. There's still a ton of work to do on this, but I've got the whole weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Pretty much the whole weekend. I think I've got some other things going on. But yeah, pretty much the whole weekend. Yeah, I mean, I've barely done anything. It's like a tiny static site, but